Okay, this is kind of scuffed AF. So I'm at my dorm in college. I don't really make videos here because I try to focus on school. You know I gotta listen to the new Muse stuff. Alright, the only thing I've heard is that it might be slightly poppier or like be the pop song on the album, or that it's lighter. Not 100% sure what to do with that. We'll see what we see. I was really digging the super dark, heavy style of Won't Stand Down, and you can see my reaction. I'll link that. Also, you can see my cover. I did it and kind of like combined it with the style of Origin / Dark Shines. I do like their pop stuff, but I was liking this direction for this new album because the whole last one was the lighter pop stuff. So we'll see what I think here. But let's just get into it.
You will feel no pain anymore, no more defiance. We just need your compliance. Just give us your compliance. We won't let you feel lost anymore. No more self-reliance.
First thoughts before we get too deep into this. One of the biggest complaints I've heard, I was watching like Air TV review the song and stuff, is that Chris's bass lines have been non-existent in a lot of the newer stuff Muse has done. Yeah, that's not the case here. This song seems like it's all kind of like based around like this funky, fresh bass line that he's doing, plus those jagged synths. This seems like it fits better on Simulation Theory from what we know about this album. Somebody made a comment how heavy this last song was, Won't Stand Down. And the band said it gets way heavier. It's like the whole album's heavier than that. So it's weird that this is like the next single. In terms of how their pop songs typically are, this one seems like it's gonna be pretty good so far. But I'm gonna let it play out before I give like too much of an opinion on it. Well, that's gonna be a fun bass line to play and learn.
Love of your life will mend your broken heart. Life lived in fear, you need protection.
Love the vibe.
Just reach out and
just don't see how this fits.
We can save you. We just need your compliance. We just need your compliance. You will feel no pain anymore. No more.
I say I'm like absolutely digging the song so far, except for one thing. I think that the tone that they used for the synth, I don't think it's bad. But I think they probably could have used something a bit thicker or juicier. Maybe they're trying to have the bass stand out more, so they're creating room in the mix for that, and that's why the synth is more like tinny or like thin sounding. But I think when you're building up to this big chorus, it would be nice if that synth was just a little fuller. Other than that, song's great. Wouldn't be like a top tier song that I've ever heard from them, but I think it's a great jam. I'd probably say this is in the mid-tier of a lot of their more poppy stuff, but I love their poppy stuff, so that's not like a complaint.
Running scared, you'll run into our arms. Come join our clique, we'll keep you safe from harm. Our toy soldier, you'll do the dirty work. Stay loyal to
There's a lot of change-ups in this song, like little details changing every section.
Reach out and search, we can save you. Just give us your compliance.
It sounds like it'd be fun live too. Like with everyone singing along.
You will feel no pain anymore. No more.
That's fun.
Just give us your compliance.
Ooh. Okay, that is sick. I love that. So this is one of my things that I love that Muse does. So you can take that song off Absolution called Endlessly. That song has like this kind of, I don't want to say basic, but it has like kind of a more standard poppy sound for that older style that they have. And in that song, there's like little things that they do that really give it away that it's a Muse song still, even though they're venturing into these other genres. that part was such a great way to give a song that could have been kind of in the more generic pop sound. It gave it so much more character. He used his voice as an instrument, reminding me of like Muscle Museum there. And then that weird like dissonant synth part kind of hinted at the darker side of this album and kind of bridged that gap between a song like this and a song like Won't Stand Down. Even though it's still not a perfect like linear comparison, you can see some correlation there. And yeah, that part is gonna, I feel like that part defines the whole song for me. It kind of changes the way I was looking at it a little bit. Let's go. That synth, that sounds so good. Oh, and then this is, I love him using his voice as an instrument here. I think it's so cool.
Compliance. We just need your compliance. You will feel
Kind of like a vocoder.
compliance. We just
I love that
need your
bass line, man.
compliance. We won't let you feel lost
God, it's so smooth.
anymore. No more self-reliance.
Oh, huge fill there.
We'll feel
No pain anymore.
no more
Dang,
defiance.
it's catchy, man.
We just need your compliance. Oh,
Ooh,
fear is controlling you.
nice.
It's time to give it up
Ooh,
and give
great melodic choices there.
us your compliance.
I actually really liked it. My only thing, like, the two complaints are that this doesn't necessarily seem like it fit in this album cycle. Like, this sounds like a Simulation Theory song to me. And my other complaint is that the synth is a little bit thin sounding for the chorus. Other than that, pretty much a perfect pop song in my mind. It has a great bass line, it's catchy, it's fun, it's alive, and it has that Muse flair to it, which is like, it's a bug flying around my room. Stay away, demon spawn. It's a big bug, man. We were back. Gotta take care of business. I guess we're just taking everything they say about the album at face value, though, so it's possible that this album is like actually not as dark and heavy as they've been saying. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I'm trying to watch the video and my internet keeps cutting out, so I guess we're just gonna have to deal with the bits I saw at the first half. I really liked the dark imagery. It's weird. The band seems like it's going in like this direction of like, it's like the levels of darkness of like Slipknot imagery, because there's so many like masks and like fires, and it looks like there was a lot of themes to do with pills, which obviously makes sense because I actually finished up reading a book. What's it called? Oh, Brave New World. I finished that up this summer, and one of the things they had you do in the book is kind of like this dystopian future where actually it's not as overtly dystopian as maybe something like 1984, but one of the things they have you do is whenever you're feeling like you want to get out of line or ask too many questions or not go along with things, they have this drug called Soma, which takes away all of your negative emotions, and it's like the perfect high basically, but it also shortens your lifespan. It's a good way to make people compliant, which seems like to be the theme of the video. I love the dark imagery, and it seems like the production quality in the last two albums has gone up dramatically. Like Drone's music videos, like they were passable. I liked the Handler one, but it was technically called a lyric video. I'll watch the rest of this in my own time, but overall review of the song, I think it's like great fun. I love the bass line. It's one that I'm gonna have to listen to more to see how much I love it actually, because with these songs that are more catchy and poppy, there are some that have more staying power than others. We'll have to see where it goes. But yeah, I mean, good stuff. It seems like the album's gonna be out in the next few months, so looking forward to that, and stay tuned. Subscribe and check out my other music content if you're interested. Peace out.